Welcome back to the Anti Madden channel. We are back with another Stop This Play segment, and in today's segment, we are going to look at a particularly difficult play to stop, especially if your opponent is abusing it and running it all game on you. This one comes to me via subscriber all Madden all day, and he has his own channel if you guys want to check it out. He's a mad scientist with the A gap, B gap, and all type of blitzes. You should check it out if you want to take your nano blitz game up a couple notches. But he wanted to know how I would stop a particular play out of the formation single back tight slots, and the play is called HB wheel, and it's a very popular play in the Madden community, and people run it a variety of different ways. So let's just take a look at the way he was talking about. So I'm just gonna come in here. Let's see. Got the right play. No, that's the defense. Okay, HB wheel, and I'm just gonna run it up against this play. I got a specific play. I just want to show you the different reads that people are making off this. So it's just the HB wheel. It's a nasty play stock just like this because you got the corner route, you got that post route up the middle, you got Fleener on this little kind of slant in route, but that really gets separation a lot of time, and you got the wheel route if your opponent leaves the flats open. But the way that people are running this is they're going to block this running back, which gives you a six-man protection. And a couple people run it a couple different ways. Now you see this guy Moncrief on that corner route. This is the route that gets nasty separation and gets you nasty yards very, very easily on a lot of different coverages. So the first way that people will run it, they'll run it maybe halfway right here, snap it right here, look for that corner route, and you see that, look, he's wide open, catches it, and sometimes you can even take it to the house if he breaks that tackle and goes right there. Sometimes people, I block the running back. Sometimes people will motion him all the way out, let him stop right there for a second. Bam. You see that he gets separation. Same thing. So it's just a matter of what personal preference for people who run it. I mean, I faced this play before, and I actually faced people who were motioning the guy all the way out, and just before he would set, they would snap it, stuff like that. So I'm just going to run it against that, because I don't know exactly which one he was talking about. Just kind of like that. He gets, look at that, speed burst, ends up getting out of bounds. So we're going to run it, that version of it. We're going to run that version of it. So in this play, you can just see, he's just, right before he sets, he gets a speed burst, bam. Literally, you drop back and you have the ball for a second and the ball is out. So it's a very good play in terms of getting the ball out. You're not, it's very difficult to get sacks on it if you don't have somebody guarding that corner out. And the thing about that is, even if you, let me just, for sake of argument right here, let me put this guy on a flat zone so he'll defend that outside corner route. You see the adjustments to make here are not that simple. So you put somebody there, and the next thing you have the guy right here, the second read from your guy will be Fleener on that route right there. So also actually, if you put that guy on a, let's say you put him on a flat zone or purple zone, doesn't even matter. Flat zone, purple zone. This play will destroy it because your opponent will probably be looking for that corner, and then he will, bam, hit you over the middle like that. So if you try to take away the corner route, your opponent will hit you with the post route. If he sees it's open up the seam, he'll hit you with that drag route to Fleener, and I'll just run it against some random plays here to go through the reads. Now, I don't really run this play, so if my reads aren't the best, there's a reason for it. But I'm just trying to show you the lethality of this play right here. This play is lethal. It's lethal. If somebody knows how to run this, you're going to have problems. You're going to have serious problems. Right there, I saw the middle open, and see, I don't know how to run this. See? So it was open, but I probably could have hit that corner route because that's the main route that is open. So let's just stick to that corner route. Corner route's not open. Hit the middle of the field. Ends up catching and look, taking it to the house. Just on the way that the well, Andre Johnson is slow. Just on the way that the defenders in that cover 2 zone weren't able to get over there. Right before he snaps, look at that man. Oh God, man separate. Look at it. Look at the linebacker. Way too slow to guard that. Way too slow to guard that. So you can see it's pretty lethal. Let's run a couple more times just to get a feel of the different types of coverage. This looks like cover 2, so probably that Won't be open. No, it's a man blitz, and it's just even the safety can't get over there. So you can't really cover it with a stock play. You're going to have to, motion the wrong guy. You're going to have to make an adjustment because this play cannot be defended well with too many stock plays. And I don't know why that, and he still was able to catch that. You see the free safety ran over there real hard, got out there, but still I was able to make that catch. And just one more time. That's a zone, and it just kills that zone, and then yards after the catch. So it ends up being a huge play just because this route, this corner route, when he gets motioned out, is very nasty. So how do we go about stopping this right here? Because it's difficult. It's difficult. So I found one play, got in the lab, found a play that I think is going to shut down the HB wheel in terms of the version that these people are running online. So the play we're going to look at today is out of the nickel 2-4-5. Plays the free safety middle, just a fire zone blitz with that free safety down coming into the box. Now, if you were to run this on your opponent is most likely going to think that that left seam is open, and he has an actual route that is going to exploit that. So let me just, right there, he has that route. So if your opponent sees that free safety come down, most likely he is going to be ready to hit that seam on you. But the way these people are running it, he's going to be looking for that first, his corner route, and then if he gets the corner route, he's just going to hit that there. So let me just show you a little bit of why this play is going to work, because it didn't, even in this situation right here, you see what happens here, this free safety, let me show you actually, this free safety down here, he comes in, he gets picked up, you see Toomer, this linebacker right here, he's actually free and coming in. This is why this play is going to work, because I found that if you make a couple of adjustments, you are going to shut this play completely down. So the adjustments we're going to do on this is we're going to take Toomer, make sure you get the Toomer here, and all you want to do is kind of move him next to that free safety that has come down into the box. Just move him over because he's going to be right about here. Move him over here. Click over to this linebacker who is covering the middle of the field in that hook zone, and you're going to want to bring him like over the right guard and just blitz him down. So now we got 6 people blitzing, and the middle of the field wide open. Now we want to come down to Tuck right here, and you want to put him on a hook zone, and at the snap you want to hold on the, there's one more adjustment, but at the snap you want to, this is the guy we're going to use her, and we're going to kind of hover over this right guard and then drop back to cover the middle of the field, because you see Fleener who's on this route, this slant route, that's that third option that they're going to be going to when they run this play. So we want to take away the over the middle just to make sure that everything's shut down. The last thing we want to do is, if your opponent is motioning out, we do want to make sure that we take that away. So we're going to put Hayden on a flat zone over here. Now obviously by us putting him on a flat zone, yes, we are taking that cover 3 deep blue, and if our opponent somehow blocks everything and he has a route going over there, he is going to beat you for a touchdown if he's somehow going over there. But if your opponent is running the HB wheel in the specific way that they always run it, then we're not really worrying about that. What we're trying to do is take away all these different reads that our opponent's doing, and this is what this play is going to do. Now, the last thing you want to do is user tuck, and actually I should put another defender in that position there. I'm going to put Khalil Mack there just because he's a little bit better with the acceleration and agility, and because I play with when I play online, I play with the Raiders. I like to have agile user defenders when I'm playing defense. So I'm just going to put him there. Same thing, like I said, Toomer, move him over here. Just move him slightly over this way next to this blitzing free safety. Move him over the guard and re-blitz, right? So he's re-blitzing. and then you want to click over to the that deep blue over there, the cornerback. Put him on a flat zone. He's the guy who's going to be defending that corner route when they motion him over. And then we are going to get over to Mac and put him in a hook zone. And we're just going to hold the left trigger or the right trigger, whichever trigger you like holding. We're going to hold that at the snap, and then we're going to drop back into the middle of the field to cover that Fleener route. See Fleener, we're going to drop back to cover that. So let me just show you what happens real quick. And actually, I cannot use both controllers, so I'm just going to show you what happens when your opponent tries to motion out. So he motions out, drops back, looks for that route, and bam, the pressure comes in immediately right there. And I actually put Mac in a hook zone, but we're going to move. Put Mac in a hook zone. And we're going to motion him out. Let him set. Your opponent's looking for that read over there, and it's too late. So your opponent has to look for that corner route, and then he's going to move to his other reads. But the thing he doesn't realize is that the blitz is going to be on him so fast that he won't have time to get to the other reads. And this is the reason why. Now, we need to move this guy right here, Toomer, next to the free safety, because when the play starts, he is going to get picked up by that left guard right there. That's going to leave this hole in between the left guard and the left tackle for Allen to come and blitz through to get this sack. Now, the other thing you need to be aware of is most people who are running the single back tight slots are going to block the running back, because the protection is pretty terrible out of single back plays, and if you need a little bit of time to get down the field on some routes to get down the field, you're going to need that extra protection. So they're going to block the running back, and what happens is the reason we re-blitzed this guy is because that's the guy the running back is going to pick up. So Malcolm Smith is going to come in, and the running back's going to pick him up, and that's why we need to re-blitz that guy. You can see here that the guy we'll be using, Khalil Mack. You can hover here for a second, but you see I didn't even hover because I'm not even using the defense. He just drops straight back over the middle, and it still ends up coming through that right side. So what's going to happen is that slot safety, that free safety who's coming down into the box, he's the guy who's going to come in for that blitz. Pass commit play QB. They're going to look for this motion out. He's going to get bumped right there, and look at that. The pressure is coming a little too fast. I mean, it's super fast. It's because this guy's coming in unblocked. Now, it doesn't even matter if your opponent is looking for other reads. I think the only thing that might work is if your opponent is looking for the HB wheel route, the post route. If he's looking for that post route first, you might have a problem. But let me just show you that even if he motions out, let's say he's looking for that wheel route. Yeah, so the wheel route is a problem if your opponent sees that it's open, right? But the adjustment to that would be to user this guy right here, this yellow zone, this hook zone. If your opponent is going for this, then just user that and take away this route, and the same thing will happen every time. The blitz will come in too fast for your opponent. So it's all a little chess game. You got to figure out where your opponent is trying to go. But the thing about this blitz is once you take away the first read, he's done, because it doesn't matter if it's a six-man protection, it's coming in. The blitz is coming in on the six-man protection all day long, right? And that's a really good thing about this blitz, is that it comes in on six-man protection, so it doesn't even matter. Let me slide the protection to the left. Let's see if that'll do it. I'm not sure if that'll do it, but let's see if your opponent slides the protection to the left, if that will pick up the blitz. Let's see if we put that, yeah, we put him in the flat zone, okay. So I'm going to slide the protection here, slide it to the left, go through the progressions here. Okay, so that picks it up, and I'm able to hit this guy over the middle. So that's the reason we want to be able to cover that route over the middle. So it can get picked up, this blitz, if your opponent slide protects, right? But make sure that you figure out where he's going with the ball, and then you can make that adjustment right there. So initially, if your opponent is running this a few times, the best way to get him out of this is to run this play. Right there, I'm a little late on that read. And let me just change up, instead of putting that DB in a flat zone, let me put him in a purple zone just to see if he plays it differently. And remember, you're just going to be using that D tackle, which is Mac right here. You want to kind of hover for a second, drop over the middle, and cover routes. Even you could, if your opponent is going to that post route up the middle, you could immediately leave and try to jump that route if you think he's going there. Just make that adjustment, because the thing is, you don't have to worry about the blitz. I mean, you don't have to worry about that corner route. The corner route is the part that is the most worrying, right? Because that corner route is going to get open if you don't put somebody over there. So now that we've put somebody over there, just to take away that read for a split second, your opponent is going to have to be really fast at making this read, seeing that that's not open, and then going to somebody else, because the blitz is coming, right? Six-man protection, it's coming. It's coming through that left B gap every single time, and your opponent is not really going to have a chance to go from the second read to the from the first read to the second read. And that's, again, all blitzing is about, taking away the first read. And if you can take away that first read and come in, you're going to sack your opponent every time. Now right there, look, we had two guys coming through the hole. I don't know what happened on that one, but they ended up missing. Somebody ended up missing on the offensive line, and we had two guys come straight through. Right here. Yeah, look, the right guard actually just misses both dudes. He misses both of them. All right, so 75 right here. Tries to block. He's got two guys coming, just lets them both come in, end up sacking the quarterback. So as you can see, it's a very fast blitz, right? Because it takes away that first read, but it's coming in because that free safety walks into the box. And make sure you move him over, re-blitz, move him over the right guard, move him and put this guy on a flat zone. I like to put Mac on a hook zone and just hold down the trigger button. And again, if your opponent runs it, he's looking for Moncrief, waits for him to set. Now right there, maybe you can put I don't know why the defender didn't actually get a jam on him. He should have jammed him a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see if we can. And there's different ways you can play it. You could put this guy on a purple zone if you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, if you want him to jump back a little bit, you could do it like that. Let's see. I think the purple zone will guard this too. Let's just see. The purple zone doesn't do very well on that. So I'd put him on a flat zone. Put him on a flat zone because he should get that bump. Let's see here. He should get that bump. Put him on a flat zone. And he should get out there and defend that route. And again, in football, you will get beat sometimes. So if he doesn't guard it, yeah, right there, yeah, I guess the flat route is better because he jams him. He actually ended up pushing him inside, which completely is going to make your opponent be like, oh, okay, let me move to something else. Or he's going to try to wait on that route. And if he waits on the route to try to get open to the sideline, it is definitely going to be a sack. Now, the other thing about this play is that it's flippable at the line, right? So another nasty aspect of this play is that your opponent can actually flip the play and run it the other way, right? But the same thing, the adjustment we're going to make is going to be the same. So a lot of things, when I play people running this, they will run it from, let's say they're running on the left hash, they'll run it to the right, hurry you up in a hurry-up game, and then run it completely, just run it to the left, and go back and forth, left and right, left and right, left and right, as they move the ball down the field on you, right? So it's very hard to be able to make that adjustment if you don't have something to stop this play. So the adjustment is the same, and the nastiness about this is that if he flips the play, nothing actually happens to none of the wide receivers move. Nobody moves. So you don't know if it's left or right. But the thing that gives away where your opponent is going is the motion. So he's going to motion out this guy this time. Look for him, and bam, hit him like that. So let's say your opponent has run this a couple times. He's beat you. You come out with this play. Set it up the same way. Just make sure you put everybody like this. Get to Khalil Mack, and then stop, right? Because if you know he's going, you don't know which direction he's going, but the motion is going to tell you. So at the last split second, once you see Fleener come like this, just put this guy on a flat zone and try to get back as fast as you can to Mack, because the same thing should happen here. I'll say I don't think I flipped the play. Oh yeah, I didn't flip the play. So the same thing is going to happen here, is that flat zone should take away the first read. Okay, hold on. Flat zone should take away the first read. Okay, there we go. We got it now. Flat zone should take away the first read. Looks for that outside route, not really there, and then the blitz comes in. So you can see this works both directions. Doesn't matter which way your opponent's going. Just make sure you figure out, once that motion, try to get out there, put him in a flat zone, and get back to Mack so you can cover the middle of the field. That's going to do it for this edition of Stop This Play. Stay tuned for more Stop This Play videos. The next video is going to be another play that gets pressure on this HB wheel. It's another play I found, but a different little a different setup and a completely different play. And it's good so that you have more than one play that you can get to the quarterback against people who are running this play. You're able to mix up your calls so your opponent just can't get comfortable running his favorite HB wheel play back and forth, up and down the field, left and right. If you like this video, give it a like. Until next time, the Anti Madden is out. Peace.